You record.
Okay. Okay, start.
I'll screen share. You need to give me ability to screen share. You need to make me like a host.
Wait, so like it doesn't work? Try it.
No, I need your
I think I changed some setting to make it work.
Where's the screen share button?
It's the big green thing at the bottom.
Oh, okay. Yes, true. Sorry, that's my fault. All right, I'm ready. I'm gonna conversion share. All right. Can everybody see my screen? Everybody can see this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I hope this day has no technology issues. So I guess I'm just trying our best. But let's begin the lesson. All right. So what are the units we'll convert? All right. So we're doing unit conversion today for week 3. And we're going to be converting length and area as well as volume and weight. All right. So you might want to take notes for these. I suggest get out like a pen or paper and just take notes. So let's start off with length and area first. So you guys probably know some of these, right? 12 inches is a foot, 3 feet is a yard, a mile is 5,280 feet, and a mile is 1,760 yards. So I'm going to give everybody a few minutes to take notes on these. All right. So did everybody get that? All right, I'm gonna move on. For the mile conversions, wait 1 second. All right, sorry for that. I had to close something. All right. So for the mile conversions, you can just remember that 5,280 feet are in a mile and just divide by 3 to find out how many yards are in a mile. All that is kind of just useless. Don't remember this, all right? Just forget this. Write these 4 things down, all right? Because we're going to be using them a lot, all right? So honestly, all you guys really need to know are the first 3, right? Because if we know that a mile is 5,280 feet and we know 12 inches is a foot and we know 3 feet is yard, if we know these 3 things, we can derive the 4th thing. And finally, 740 acres is a mile square, but you won't really see that much in math counts, especially. I don't think I've ever encountered acres to mile conversion problems. I don't really think they're that common, but that's just there in case you need that. If you want to write that down. All right, so now we're gonna focus on weight and volume.
Can you go back one, please?
Yeah, sorry.
I'm good.
All right. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna give you guys. Oh shoot! All right. Sorry about something. I need a charger. Wait, give me a minute.
Okay, just make sure you guys know the centimeters to inch conversion because that one's very important and you're going to need it quite a lot. And definitely the feet to miles as well.
All right. So okay. So everybody got these done, right? So I'm gonna give you guys a problem, and I want to see if you guys can solve it, right? So let's do it this way, right? If I have 3 miles, all right. Can you convert 3 miles to how many yards? So 3 miles is how many yards? Yeah, good job. All right. So that was a really simple problem, right? Because 3 miles, right, is if we wanted to express that in feet, it'd be 5,280 feet, right? Times 3. And we know that there are 3 yards in there are 3 feet in 1 yard. So we divide that by 3 and we get 5,280. Okay, good job. Move on to the next slide. So everybody write these down. These are for weight and volume. So I actually want you guys to write down the abbreviations too, because you'll probably see the abbreviations a lot. So write down the abbreviations. 2 cups to pint. All right, cool. So tell me when you guys are done. I'll just press done in the chat so I know when to move on. All right, is everybody done with that? I actually give you guys 4 minutes. It's kind of a lot to write down, so again, can you guys put like done in the chat when you're done? Because I need to know when to move on. Cool, done. Done. Okay, so I think some of you are done. So I'm gonna give you guys like a minute or two more.
Yep, we'll send out the slides after this lesson.
Yeah. All right, cool. So looks like a lot of you guys are done. So we're just gonna move on. I'm gonna give you guys a problem. So I want you guys to figure out using the unit conversions on the slide how many pints are in 2 quarts.
Everyone says 4. And you guys are correct.
All right, so pints in 2 gallons. All right. So all right. So actually, how many pints? All right. How many pints are in a gallon? First of all, right? 2 pints are in a quart. Okay. And 4 quarts are in a gallon. So there are 8 pints in 1 gallon, meaning there are 16 pints in 2 gallons. So 4 is actually wrong. 4 is wrong.
You said how many pints are in 2 quarts?
Oh, I said 2. Oh, did I? I meant to say 2 gallons. Okay, that's my fault. All right. All right. Okay. That's not my fault. I meant to say 2 gallons. All right. Hold on. This is just a visualization to help you remember that. It's kind of useless. Problems. Problem 1, if Jericho has 14 quarts of olive oil and Arya has 2 gallons of olive oil, how much olive oil in gallons does Jericho need to give Arya to have an equal amount of oil? Express your answer as a fraction in simplified form, or a decimal or fraction. Okay, so first of all, what is 1Z? I don't think cover that. I don't think Z is an abbreviation. Oh, ounces. Okay. I annotate this for you guys. Actually, I probably will. A 1.5 by 2. All right, that's wrong. A 3/5 is wrong. 2/6 is wrong. 0.6 is wrong. 3/4 is right. Yep, 3/4 is correct, and I'll tell you guys why. So Jericho has 14 quarts, right? Let's convert 14, all right? Let's convert that to gallons, right? What would 14 quarts in gallons be? That'd be what? 3.5 gallons, right? And Aria has 2 gallons, all right? So now we're gonna use a linear equation, right? So Jericho is giving Aria oil. So let's say Jericho gives Aria X amount of oil, all right? So if Jericho is giving Aria oil, then we have to subtract that from her 3.5, all right? Now Aria is gaining oil from Jericho. That means we have to add that to his too. So all we have to do is solve this equation. So we're gonna take the 2 and we're gonna bring it over to this side, and we're gonna take the x, and we're gonna bring it over to this side. So we'll get 1.5 is equal to 2x. That means x equal to 1.5 over 2, which is equal to 3/4. So somebody said that the answer was 1.5 over 2, and technically that'd be the right answer. But in math counts, if you put that answer on a math counts test, then it'd be wrong because they always look for a simplified fraction or a decimal. So you would not get away with the 1.5 over 2. Does everybody understand that? Does anybody want to go over it? Yes. Okay, cool. So everybody understands, right? Great, great. Let me just erase all this. Now, so the answer, yeah, 0.75. You could have also expressed it as a fraction. Okay, problem number 2. Robinson has 37 pints of orange juice, while Andy has 4 fluid ounces of apple juice. If they both mix the juices together, what is the ratio of apple juice to orange juice? Before we even jump into this problem, can somebody give me the amount of fluid ounces in a pint?
32 fluid ounces in 1 pint. Wait, I think that's wrong.
All right, so 32 fluid ounces is, yeah, way off. So 16 fluid ounces is a gallon, right? Okay, so 16 fluid ounces is 1 gallon. And how many pints are in a gallon? 8 pints are in a gallon, right? So if there are 8 pints in a gallon and 16 fluid ounces in a gallon, then we know that 1 pint is 2 fluid ounces, right? So from there, you guys should be able to solve the problem.
How do you do ratio?
All right, so in a ratio, right? So if I have 5 cats and 2 dogs, the ratio of cats and dogs would be 5 colon 2. So you know those 2 dots that everybody has in the chat, right? So you just put the amount, the quantity of one value, and then double colon the quantity of another value. All right. So it almost works like fractions, but not quite. Is everybody done? Okay, so a lot of these are really far. Like it's actually 1 to 141. All right. All right. So I think all right. This is pretty interesting problem, right? 37 pints of orange juice, while India has 4 fluid ounces of apple juice. If both okay, so I think that the person who did this problem is actually way off. I think that all right, that answer is like completely off, right? Wait, 1 second. 1/4 pint.
So there are 8 fluid ounces in a cup. So then that would be 16 fluid
There's
ounces.
16 ounces in a gallon, right? 16 fluid ounces in a gallon, right?
Wait, what?
There's 16 fluid ounces in a gallon.
Are you sure about that?
Right. Maybe that's just ounces. Let me check really quickly. We'll go back. Okay, so let's see. 8 fluid ounces is 1 cup. 2 cups is a pint. Oh, all right. Okay, yeah. Okay, 16 and then 32 and then 144. All right. Okay. It's my fault. All right. I was thinking of just normal ounces in weight. This is fluid, so it's completely different. All right, it's my fault. So I'm gonna annotate. That's my fault. So a lot of you guys got the right answer. So good job on that. Oh, am I on mute? Okay, no, I'm not on mute. So 37 pints, right? 37 pints. All right. That's the amount Robinson has, right? And we know that 144 fluid ounces is equal to 1 gallon. We know this, right? But all right, but there's something else we need to incorporate in this, right? But a gallon and pints are completely different, right? So how many pints are in a gallon? Can somebody tell me how many pints are in a gallon?
8.
8 pints are in a gallon. Okay. 8. Yeah, everybody got 8 pints in a gallon. All right. 8 pints in 1 gallon. And Andy, okay, Andy has 4 fluid. Okay, so if there are 8 pints in 1 gallon, all right, we're gonna convert the 37 pints into gallons. So just divide by 8, and we're gonna get 4 5/8 pints. Right? Can anybody convert this? I mean, sorry, gallons is my fault. Can anybody convert this into fluid ounces? So we know that 144 fluid ounces is 1 gallon, and we know that there are 4 5/8 gallons. So convert 4 5/8 gallons into fluid ounces. Okay, now there's an easier way to do this, right? We just make this an improper fraction, right? And then we multiply by 144. And then we cross out the 8 and 144 and we get 18. And can anybody tell me what 37 times 18 is? I'll just do that really quickly on a calculator.
What was the problem again?
Problems
Oh,
up there.
37 divided
37
by
times 18.
4.
37 times 8.
Four remainder 5.
666, that's right. 666. Right? And Andy has 4 fluid ounces of apple juice, right? But Robinson has 666. So the ratio would be 4 to 666, and simplified, right? That would be 1 to 100 and let's see, 2, 333. So that'd be around 14, 12, 14, 6. All right. So okay. So the answer is a really simple way of doing it. The way I did was a little bit more complicated, but the way that the answer is formatted is much simpler. So okay, so we know that 4 fluid ounces, right, times 116 is, so 4 fluid ounces is 1/4 a pint of apple juice, right? Well, Robinson has 37 pints of apple juice. So we're basically comparing 1/4 to 37, and we're gonna multiply both by 4 to get 1/141. Does everybody understand that, or does anybody need help?
Could you just say what you just said in like the last 5 seconds again?
All right, cool. I'm just gonna do it slower. All right. So, how many fluid ounces are in a pint? In the chat. In the chat right now, how many fluid ounces are in a pint? 16, correct. Okay. So there are 16 fluid ounces in a pint, meaning if Andy has 4 fluid ounces, okay, how much of a pint is 4 fluid ounces in fractions? 1/4, right? Everybody is saying 1/4. Yeah, most people are getting 1/4, right? So Andy has 1/4 of a pint. Robinson has 37 pints, right? So now we have 2 units that are the same, all right? So in unit conversion problems, our goal is to make sure that everything we're dealing with is converted into the same units. So we know that Andy has 1/4 of a pint of apple juice, and we know that Robinson has 37. So our ratio, because if we have 2 units, then we can compare them. If we don't have 2 units, we cannot compare them. So the ratio is 1/4 to 37. The only thing is we have a fraction in the denominator, and I want to get rid of that fraction, all right? So what am I going to do? What am I going to multiply by either side? 4, that's right. So once I multiply 1/4 by 4, I'll get 1, and 37 by 4 is 141. And I saw a question in the chat, well, how do we know which unit to convert it to? All right, that's a really good question. That's a really great question, all right? So you could convert it either way. You can convert 37 pints to fluid ounces or fluid ounces to pints. But let me tell you why converting fluid ounces to pints is much easier. If we're converting 37 pints to fluid ounces, then we're going to get a much bigger number. Right? And we don't like dealing with big numbers, right? Because that's just going to be more, that's going to take more time, number one, especially in math counts. In the sprint and target round, you're racing against the clock, right? So if you're dealing with bigger numbers, it's just going to take more time. It's just going to be worse for you. So you need to have that strategic thinking, right? So you're going to be like, okay, so I have 2 values. You need to be able to know which value to convert it to so you can solve the problem faster, right? So what I showed you guys before was I converted 37 pints to fluid ounces, and that ended up taking me a long time, and I almost got the wrong answer, as a matter of fact. So you guys, I mean, you can convert to like, you can convert to either unit, but you just need to know which unit to convert to in which situations, all right? Oh, okay, let me just take this. Okay, Juno sold a farmland with an area of 6 acres. Juno then decided to buy a plot of 2,048 miles squared. What is the ratio of Juno's first farmland to the second farmland? All right, so everybody took notes on the amount of miles squared in an acre, right? In the chat, how many miles squared are in an acre? Right now, somebody tell me. Miles squared in an acre. You guys took notes. This should be pretty fast. 640, 640. 640 is the right answer. What are we gonna do first in this problem? Yolanda, choose someone.
All right, how about Akshat?
Our shot.
Akshat. Can you unmute
What?
or put in the chat?
Yeah.
All right, so what is the first step in solving this problem?
The first step is we
All right, so you want to get both of them to the same units. We have one with acres.
Okay,
one
yeah,
with
yeah.
miles.
Okay, so we want that exactly like Yolanda said. We want to get both of these to the same. Oh, sorry, get this. It's the same unit. All right. So you could do this in 2 ways. You could convert miles to acres or acres to miles. All right. So can anybody tell me which way would be faster? So I told you guys before, we don't want to deal with bigger numbers, right? Bigger numbers gives us a higher margin of error. So would we convert acres to miles or miles to acres? Miles to acres or acres to miles? Acres to miles. That's right, right? Because then we're gonna get smaller numbers. Right? So 2,048 divided by 600 and 600 and how many miles squared are in an acre?
640.
640. Yeah, sorry about that. So 640, right? So what do you get? You can give me a fraction, 3.2. All right. What's that as a fraction? What is 3.2 as a fraction? It's 3/1/5, right? 3/1/5, and that's 16/5, right? Correct. Improper fraction. So we have 16/5 acres. Right? So the ratio of his first farmland to the second farmland This is a huge common mistake. People get their ratios mixed up. People, instead of the first farmland to second farmland, decide to get that number and stick in front of 6 and say that they're done. That's the wrong answer. The first farmland is 6 acres, so we're going to put that first. The second farmland is 16 over 5, so that goes second. And then I told you guys we do not like the denominator. We don't like denominators and ratios. We're going to multiply both sides by 4 with the final answer, 5, with the final answer of 30 over 16, but that's also wrong. Can anybody tell me why that's wrong? Why is 30 over 16 wrong?
How can 6 acres be this how the other one has to be bigger, right? Wait.
All right, no, okay, so what I'm doing is I'm converting that 2,048 miles per hour into acres, and I get 16 over 5 acres. And so all we have to do, find that ratio. So the first farmland is 6 acres, second farmland is 16 over 5 acres. When I multiply both sides by 5, I get 30 over 16, but why is that wrong? All right, I guess nobody wants to tell me. Okay, the reason why that's wrong is because it's not simplified. The answer, simplified, we always want simplified in math counts, 15 over 8. Unless it doesn't say simplified, you should always assume that they want simplified form. So 15 over 8 should be the right answer, unless I made a critical error along the way. 15 over 8. See that? Well, the person in this problem decided to convert miles, but that's kind of large, right? So there's a big room for error when you're going to. So the next problem. Somebody try to mute themselves because there's a lot of echo. Cool. Yeah, this is the last problem in the This is the last problem in the
Okay, so I'll go ahead and share the other one then.
well, I can pull it up right now. Actually, it's no problem. Unless you want to, but I can pull up the other one.
I got it.
Yeah. Okay, you got it. That's cool.
Okay, so now we're going to go to prefixes, which will also help you guys convert units. Are the annotations still on the screen?
I don't think.
We can see prefixes. We can see prefixes and Ishani Charter.
Okay, yeah, that's the right thing then. So the
Now, why do you need to know prefixes?
Yeah, so the prefixes, so we're in the right place. The prefixes, they make it so that you don't always have to remember like exactly what number to multiply things by to convert them, because the metric system is a lot simpler. Also, there's a lot of echo, so if you're not muted, make sure you're muted. But you also need to know how to remember the prefixes. So here they are.
Wait 1 second, Yolanda. Guys, she's really echoing. So everybody, please mute yourself unless you called one.
So do you think it's like your phone making the echo?
No, I didn't put my phone in. Both of my things are muted.
Okay. All right. Is that good now?
Wait, somebody's unmuted.
How about now?
Yeah, I think we're all good.
Okay, so you guys make sure you write these down. Kilo is like 1,000 more than the base. Hecto, deca, deci, centi, and milli. There are more prefixes, but these are the most commonly used ones, and you probably won't see too much of other prefixes in math counts. And when you're done, just write done in the chat so I know when to move on. All right, we'll give it about another minute.
Some people are done, but wait a little more time.
Yeah.
Because another person is done. It's cool. Done. I think some people are getting done. So I think we can move on to the next.
Let's move on. So here's an easy way to remember the prefixes. This is called a mnemonic. Remember, King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. And here we need to look at the first letter of each word, K, H, D, B, D, C, M. And you'll see that that correlates to the prefixes. Kilo, hecto, deca, the base unit, deci, centi, and milli. And I think that's also on the next page. Yeah, you can see that here. So just write down this mnemonic if it helps you. All right, and let's give like an example to make this more understandable. So let's take a base unit. An example of a base unit would be like a meter or a liter, but we'll go with meters for now. So how many kilometers, how many meters would it take to make 1 kilometer? Oops. How many meters in 1 kilometer? Look at these numbers over here and then type your answer in the chat.
Some people are getting 100. Okay, that's wrong. We can break this down, all right? Yolanda said meters in a kilometer. So what does kilo mean? No, 100 is wrong. 1,000, yeah. So kilo means 1,000, right? So we know that a kilometer is 1,000 meters.
Yep, that's right. So then, how many centimeters does it take to make up a meter? Now remember that centimeters are smaller than meters, as you can see by this fraction.
Yeah, everybody's doing a good job.
Yep, there are 100 centimeters in a meter. All right, so let's move on to some other questions. How many milliliters are there in a deciliter? Now remember here that liter would be the base unit.
100. People are getting 100. 10. 10 is right. All right. So okay, we'll break it down one more time. So what is milli? Oh, okay.
Oh,
No, don't worry about it. So a milli is 1,000th of a liter. Oh, actually, 100 is right. Wait, one second. 100 over 1,000. Yeah, okay. So the people who actually got 100 are actually correct. It's my bad. Um, yeah, sorry. Yeah, because like a milliliter is 1,000th of a liter, right? Milli. So when I think milli, I keep on thinking of 1,000. Yeah, so 1,000, right? So a milliliter is 1,000th of a liter, milliliter, and a deciliter is 1/10, right, of a liter. So we're gonna give them a common denominator. So we're gonna get 100 over 1,000. So we know that deciliter is 100 times a milliliter. All right, good job. Next.
how many centimeters are in a kilometer? Now remember, you kind of did part of this before. There are 100 centimeters in a meter, and there are 1,000 meters in a kilometer. So you just need to put that together.
Oh, how many zeros is that? It's wrong. I think you put one too many zeros. Yep, 100,000. Fifth. They're all right answers. I mean, 10 to the fifth actually wouldn't be accepted as an answer. Just put the numeric value, but technical terms, I understand what you're trying to say. 100,000, 100,000, 100,000. I think everybody understands this. If you don't, just like tell us, I guess. Perfect. 10 to the fifth, yeah. You know, just put your answer in numerics.
Then we shall move on, I think. Which is larger, 200 milliliters or 1 centiliter?
That's right, because a centiliter is one hundredth of a liter, right? But a milliliter is 2/10 of a liter. So 200 milliliters is greater. Cool.
All right, great job.
I think we can skip the rest if there are any. I think they get. Oh yeah, I mean no cubic, right? Okay, this is gonna be different,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Now we're moving on to cubics. Not gonna make that much of a difference, but still.
So, do you guys know what cubic means?
Nope.
All right, so that would be dealing
I
with
do.
volume. Do you want to explain? Whoever said I do.
Like there's a square root and a cubic root. A square root is yeah, everything to the third power.
Yep.
So like cubic is everything to the third power, and then square is everything to the second power.
All right, good.
Kind of like a cube is in the third, it's like 3D. A square is 2D, and yeah.
Yeah, okay, it looks like you got it. Yolanda, just for the answer. I actually think some of you guys got confused on this one.
I
Go back.
swear it says deciliters here. I was super confused by why it said deciliter. Because then, okay, I think this wrote that wrong.
Like, could you give
Yeah,
me some?
I think we can skip the rest, Yolanda. They
All right.
seem to just iterate, like really repetitive, so I think it's good.
Wait, could you go back? I don't understand the cubic meters thing.
All right, let me explain that one actually really quickly. Or Yolanda, do you want to explain it? You explain it.
All right, so to find the cubic meter, we need to multiply 3 meters together. So like 1 meter times 1 meter times 1 meter. That's what cubic means. And it's like the 3 dimensions of an object. So if you imagine like a Rubik's Cube or something, there's a height, length, and a width. So that's how you find the volume of a cube. And so then we do the same thing for a decimeter. And the decimeter is 1/10 of a meter. So if you multiply like 1/10 of a meter times 1/10 of a meter times 1/10 of a meter, you get 1/1000th of a meter cubed. And so that shows you, and then if you convert that back to decimeters, then that's 1/10 of a meter cubed. So you can see that 1/10 is less than 1 cubic meter. So 1 cubic meter is bigger, and then your answer is yes.
All right, I think we will be skipping the rest of the. No, that's not good. Okay, cool. All right, we'll be skipping the rest of the slides. We're gonna be doing some alchemist for 20 minutes. All right. Okay, cool. That's good. It's good that you get it. We'll be doing some alchemy.
I have a quick question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, it's not about, but it's about something else.
It's okay. Just
About the placement test. When are we ever going to go over the answers?
actually, I was actually planning to go over the answers. You guys want to go over the answers now?
It's
Okay.
we plan to do that next week, right? We're doing it next
Okay, yeah, we did. All right. So we'll actually go over the placement test answers next week, but for now we'll do alchemist so you guys get a better understanding of this topic. All right.
Okay.
So
yeah.
next week we will definitely be going over the answers. Okay.
Or we could
Okay.
go back to like least common multiple, prime factorization, greatest common denominator, or
No, let's
order.
yeah, it should we will go from
Alright,
we'll just do this
We'll do
first.
some
We'll just
unit
do
conversions then.
we'll just do unit conversions.
On this. All right, play. Okay, so why don't you guys try this problem and put your answers in the chat.
I don't think there's a problem on display, Yolanda.
What am I supposed to see?
Yeah, there's nothing.
Hang on, let me share it again. Better. Okay. Now
Yeah,
can
it's
you?
good.
All right, so
It's kind of big.
I see it.
I think it's good. It's good.
all right, great. And whoever gets it first, then that's the answer we'll put in the chat. Or should we do it
No,
like?
no, no, I have a better idea. We'll just go in order. All right, so everybody has an opportunity.
All right.
We'll go in order. Okay, nobody put your answer in chat until after we call on somebody. So nobody put your answer in chat. I'll keep track of everybody who answers. So over the weeks, we can get everybody to answer. So
All right, well, Sriram already put their answer, so why don't we
it's
go
okay.
with that for
Yeah,
this?
just go for that.
87 weeks. All right, great job. That one's easy, right? 609 divided by 7 gives you the number of weeks. All right. Whose
All right, so
problem is it, Sai?
okay, so Abinaya, I think. Is that how you pronounce it? I'm sorry if I butchered your name. So can you
Yeah.
answer the question? We'll give you like a few minutes. Don't worry.
Okay.
Don't worry if you don't get it.
Yeah, this is a little different than the problems we covered. So you might not know how to do it.
Yeah, I don't think I know.
It's okay. That's totally all right. So I'll go over this problem. So we'll convert feet to inches. So everybody knows that there are 12 inches in a foot. It's like probably the most basic conversion. So we know that 20 feet is 20 times 12, which is 240 inches. And then per minute, and there's 60 seconds in 1 minute. So divided by 60 seconds. So we're gonna, so we have 240 and 60. So then that can be simplified to 4 inches a second. That's the answer. 4 inches per second.
Okay.
That's 4. I don't know how you got 40. It's 40? Did I get that wrong too?
Is it? I don't know. I'm submitting 4. Okay.
That's 4. I don't know how you guys got 40, but
All right, see, here's another way to set up the problem. So first you have 20 feet per minute. 20, oops, what the heck? And then you multiply that by 12 inches times 1 foot. The feet here cancel out. And you're just left with inches per minute. But you
yeah,
still have to multiply the numbers.
give me a quick minute. Let me just write down, let me just open something so I know who went, so we can get everybody,
All right.
like over the,
Yeah, I'll just
over
continue
the,
explaining this.
all right, yeah, just go.
So then you multiply the numbers 20 times 12, 240. And then at the bottom, you just have 1 minute. But you need to get to how many inches per second. And so you have to, so 1 minute, you change that out for 60 seconds, you divide 240 by 60, and you get 4 inches per second. Does that make sense to everyone?
Yes.
All right, that's cool. Okay, we're gonna move on. The next person will be Akshat Kewat. Okay, wait, I don't know. I'm sorry if I butcher your name again in advance. You're next.
Me?
Yeah, Akshat. Are you Akshat?
Yeah, I'm Akshat.
Okay, then go for it.
Okay.
This is actually a little bit trickier than some of the other problems we have been doing since it deals with multiple unit conversions.
Yeah, use the strategy, try using the strategy that we just talked about. So 4 ones equals 6 rands.
Hey, Yolanda, let him do it himself first.
All right, I'm just giving like a little bit of a hint.
All right, it's okay. Yeah,
We need to set that up with more fractions.
don't worry if you can't do the problem. Totally fine.
What if I get wrong or something?
That's okay. There's no penalty. This is just kind of for fun.
Okay, so um can I say 20?
Okay, that's as close as actually 10.
Oh.
No, it's okay. It doesn't really matter if you get it right or wrong. All we're trying to do is teach you, so that's all right. Don't worry about it. So the answer is actually 10. Yolanda, okay, good, cool. Walk them through that explanation.
All right, so as you can see here, if 4 ones are equivalent to 6 rands, you look at that, then you put that into this proportion down here, 4 ones over 6 rands. Then you multiply
This
that
might
by
be actually a little confusing. They use like a lot of dimensional analysis, but I'm actually just gonna break it down for them, all right? Because I think it's simpler. So let's multiply 4 wands. Okay, 4 wands, okay, equals to 6 rands. So just write that down. 4 wands equals 6 rands. Now multiply both sides by 4. 16 wands is equal to 24 rands, all right? So we also know that 24 rands is equal to 8 fans, meaning that 16 wands is equal to 8 fans, right? That means that 2 wands is equal to 1 fan, right? And we want to find out how many wands are equal to 5 fans. So we multiply both sides by 5 and you get 10 wands is equal to 5 fans, and that's how you get the answer. This is definitely a more of an advanced problem, 100% compared to the ones that we've been doing. So it's okay. Okay. Next person is Anand Thakur. Oh yeah, you guys are definitely getting much more difficult problems than we anticipated.
yeah. Okay, this one isn't too bad. You just need to mainly look at this last line and then look at this direction here.
Yeah. Yeah, this problem is actually really easy. Like there's a lot of fluff. So what a lot of problem makers do is they add a lot of fluff in the problem, right? So to throw you off. So on the core, it's you're the person who will be
Okay,
answering.
I'm just looking at the problem right now.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay. So all I need to know is that A to B is 3,250 and that it would be $100 booking free and 0.10 per kilometer.
Yep, you got it.
So what's the answer? What did you get?
So to find out $1 per kilometer, you divide it by 100. So
It's 10 cents.
dollars
It's 10 cents. Oh yeah. Okay, sorry.
$425.
That's correct. Good job.
Sorry.
I'm pretty sure it's correct.
What?
Dylan, did you enter it?
No. What did you say again? Sorry.
He said 425. I'm pretty sure that's the right answer.
Looks right. Great job.
Cool. So, Anand, you got a point which will go towards your rankings. Good job. Definitely a pretty good problem. All right, next. The next person is Gauri. Gauri, is she there? I don't know if you're there or not, but you're next.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So don't worry. Just try your best. If you get it wrong, it doesn't really matter. Did you get an answer?
Yeah.
Okay, what is it? Don't worry. It's just wrong.
5.
Okay.
All right.
No. Wait. Is that do you get just 5?
Yeah,
It's okay. It's okay.
I know I got it wrong.
Yeah, it's okay if you got it wrong. Don't worry. All right. Do you want me to explain it to you?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So 4 people use 1 tablespoon of a recipe for 4 uses 1 tablespoon of garlic. The same recipe for 80 people uses how many, right? So let's say 4 people is equal to 1 tablespoon of garlic, right? So we're gonna convert that to 80 people. So we're gonna multiply both sides by 20. So we get 80 people is equal to 20 tablespoons. So for 80 people, we would use 20 tablespoons of garlic. You understand that so far?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, but we want to figure out, but there's 16 tablespoons in a cup. So we want to figure out how many cups it'll take. So we're going to divide 20 and 16, and we're going to get 4 over 16, which simplifies 1 over 4. Some of you guys might have gotten 5 over 4, but the answer is a mixed number. So if you guys put 5 over 4 in a real math counts test, and then that would have been kind of just wrong because it needs to be mixed. You understand that? Gary, do you understand that? 20 tablespoons, right? So 20 tablespoons, right? And there's 16 in a cup. So in order to figure out how many, right, we just have to divide 20 tablespoons and 16. All right, we're ready to move on. The next person will be, drumroll, Kavya Charuasia. Sorry if I butchered that name. Kavya, you're up. You can like skip and move on to the next person if you really want to, but we really suggest that you actually try out these problems for yourself. If you really just don't want to do a problem, you can just pass if you want. But I would rather you actually give the problem a shot, even if it's wrong. So Kavya, are you there? Kavya?
All right.
Oh wait.
If it's not letting you mute,
I guess.
put your answer in the chat. Just try it out and put your answer.
Yeah. Okay. If you don't want to talk, then just put your answer in the chat. We'll give her like a minute, 2 minutes. We have an answer from her. Let me check. Sorry, I should have checked. Oh, it's not letting you unmute. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. All right, it's not letting you unmute. It's okay, but if you can get the answer, all right. I think she put that a minute ago. So you can just type in your answer. Don't worry about that. If you, oh yeah, I don't know. Okay, she doesn't know. All right. We'll just actually instead of like just putting in the answer to Anna, please don't put in the answer because I would have made the next person try that problem because it's okay, you know, but actually what happens is as you get more problems right, the problems get harder, right? So a lot of you guys, so the problems will soon get to a point where I don't think a lot of people in this room can do them. So in order to make sure that we don't get to the advanced problems, I'm just gonna pass over the problems that some of you guys don't know. But it's okay, you didn't know that. So all right.
They just put a random answer in.
No, 2 is right. Alan got it right.
Yeah,
Alan
no.
Kapoor.
But like, do you want me
Okay,
to,
so
make
yeah,
it
just enter it,
easier?
submit it. Okay, submit it. So if Emily has a $5 bill, right? We can convert that into €4, right? And how do we do that? So let's do this. €1 is equal to $1.25, right? In USD, so USD, right? Now we're just gonna do this. So Emily has a $5 bill, and that is equal to €1 divided by $1.25 USD. So we're gonna cancel out the dollar to dollar. We get 5 euros divided by 125 is equal to 4 is equal to 4 euros. So meaning Benergier or whatever, yeah, Benergier has to contribute 6 minus 4 euros equals 2 euros. Yeah, good job to what's his name on. Good job.
All right, so we'll
So-
do one more problem today since it's almost time. It's almost 6
Yeah, we'll do one more problem. So this problem will be done by Misha Chasmawala.
Ooh, this one uses percentage.
1%. Put it back to unit conversions.
Oh, oops.
It's okay. It's okay.
Dang it, the chat's blocking my way.
Should be the only one that's green yet. Right. Good job. Clint's Cowboy Shop buys horse feed for $10. Looks like Clint's customers are pretty picky. I bet they're nationalists. Good foot. Wait, I told Misha to do the problem, right? Misha, do you want to do this problem or do you want to pass? You can either unmute yourself or you can just put it in chat. Ooh. She doesn't know the answer. We'll pass. Okay, so nobody, please, nobody put the answer. Sanvi, do you want to take the problem? Sanvi, play or pass?
I'll try to.
Okay, cool. It's a game show now. This problem is actually a little trickier, so it doesn't matter if you don't know. We went over it briefly, but not really that much for you guys to really like understand it. So it's totally fine. Totally fine. You guys are permitted to use your calculators for this. I'm letting you use your calculators because you would definitely need your calculator. This is definitely a sprint problem. There's no way this is a target. This is a target problem, so it's a sprint problem. So you guys can use your calculators. So right now Sanvi is answering, so nobody else put the answer in the chat until she either passes or plays. Okay.
Pass.
You can pass, yeah. Okay, so the next person is Sanjay Korapelli. Right, let's see. Sanjay Korapelli, can you answer the question? You want to pass or play?
I don't know it.
Okay, so Sanjay's passed too. Wow, looks like we have a pretty mean question. All right, Shalok Apani, pass or play?
I'll try and play.
All right, cool. Okay. Okay, so you're playing. I'll just give you a few minutes.
$32,800.
Can you say your answer again? Sorry, I didn't hear that.
32,800 cents.
It's wrong. No, it's wrong. I'm pretty sure it's wrong. You can enter it, but it's wrong. So Shalok, all right. Next person, Shrita. Okay, after this, I'll give you guys the answer. All right. If Shrita gets it wrong, I'm just gonna give you guys the answer because a lot of you guys, it's pretty hard, it's a pretty tough problem, right? So Shrita, if you can do this, props.
She
I have the
passed.
answer already.
They passed.
You passed? All right. Actually, you know, this is a pretty difficult problem. The answer is 57 cents. Put in 57. If I get this wrong, I don't know what to say. Yes, right. Nice. All right. So, okay, I'm gonna walk you guys through this problem because actually no, we'll do that next class since we're 3 minutes overtime. So remind me to walk you through the problem. Yolanda, like, I don't know what you can do. Just try to like, I don't know. Okay, just
I'll
get
take a
out.
picture of it after this.
Yeah, okay. We're gonna do this problem first thing tomorrow, next class. Next class, we're also gonna go over the placement test. So
Okay, and
Anand, you like, congratulations for getting it. You were the only one who got a problem right. So good
okay,
job.
so for the next week, the quiz for this week, it'll be closed at the end of Sunday. So make sure you guys get it done, or your grading standings will be 0. And then the next week's quiz will, it'll come up like probably tomorrow.
All right, so good job everybody who attempted to answer the questions. This was definitely a much harder problem than problems we saw before. So yeah, you know what? Just, good job to you guys. We'll end the meeting here. So unless you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, you guys are free to leave.
Yep. Thank you all for
What do
coming.
we need on tryouts? Well, we're teaching you what you need to know. So as this progress, oh, what does anybody know when math count tryouts are for Mizik? Can anybody tell me? No. Okay, so nobody knows. All
My
right,
dad
so
filled some out for me or something. I don't know exactly when, but I'm pretty sure they're out.
okay, so let me tell you guys something. All right, for the people that are left, the one thing that is so important in math counts is learning how to solve equations, linear equations. Okay, basic algebra, pre-algebra, linear equations. All right, you guys already filled out the forms. Good job. But linear equations is what you need to know.
Yeah, we have a slide on that coming up in the 6th lesson, I think. And so
Yeah,
that'll help,
yeah.
but it might be too late for tryouts.
Yeah, we'll actually make that the 5th lesson. All right, Yolanda, we'll reschedule that because these
It
guys need.
depends on like what the order is, but yeah, we could probably reschedule it.
Yeah, we'll try to reschedule that. It just depends
I
on.
think there's a link for this website.
Yolanda, did you record everything?
Yep, I did.
Okay,
Hopefully.
cool.
Here, I'll just stop sharing.
Can we have the link for that website?
Alchemist.
Just Alchemist. Just search up Alchemist. Just search up Alchemist. You should find it.
Okay.
I'll put it in the chat anyway, I guess.
You just put it in the stream. Put it in
It's
the
a really good
Google
way to
Class.
practice.
No, it costs no money. Zero, no money at all. It's free. It's a very powerful resource. In fact, I used it to study a lot. When I was in math counts, I used it to study to get, to state and stuff. Unfortunately, this year it was canceled, state and all, so it was really just not good, right? But it's okay.
All right, we're already 6 minutes past, so you guys feel free to
We're
go.
just gonna end the meeting. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yolanda, just end the meeting.
All right, hang on, I'll stop recording first.